Hey, what's up to all my Virgos? Let's get into it. So for my Virgos, you have the Justice, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Hierophant, the Tower, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Devil. You'll see the cards longer as I just want to get through this. The Fool, and last but not least, you have the Eight of Wands. Okay. So it seems like somebody's obsessed. Okay. So the Justice, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, which is somebody trying to stay around you. That's interesting. So somebody around you, right? Somebody around you somebody around you, okay, or who knows you, even if they're not necessarily physically around you, which they could also be, or close by, or checking in on you on social media, they're getting the justice, they're getting what it is that they deserved. You know, they must have talked or did something to you, Virgos, that was very disrespectful. They treated you with a lot of disrespect. They're getting it back because now you're not in their life. So the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, a lot of people would think Six of Swords is about going out. No, it's actually coming in. You know, it's one of those trickery cards that I keep talking about. But the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords is that they're remaining loyal. They think that if they decide to essentially take a break and come back, that you will essentially accept them back because they think of it like, they spent too much time with you, and that's what built up the friction between the two. And that's true to a certain extent, right? Of them thinking that. But see, functional people who are in functional relationships can actually rebuild that love, right? Even though there is somewhat friction. But the situation is that um they weren't very functional. They weren't very functional, Virgos. And because of the fact that they weren't really functional is why it is that they have to, kind of live their life without you being in it. And this is what it is I'm trying to say with all of this games that people play. Like for instance, you know, me being a Virgo myself, with the people who are not in my life, whenever it is that, word gets back that they was asking around about me and stuff like this, it's like, well, how come it is that you didn't have to say, how come you didn't have all these wonderful things to say about me when I was there, when I was giving you my time, when I was giving you my attention? You understand? So it's that same situation. Why is it that when it comes to Virgos, and I'm gonna tell you why in the upcoming video, but I'm just asking the question rhetorically. But why is it that when Virgos are around, people don't appreciate them? They talk stuff about them. They ignore them. They do all that. But then when the Virgos are like, okay, I'm not gonna fight with you to stay in your life because you're a living person and you have rights. If you tell me you don't want me in your life and you're doing everything you can to get away from me, what am I supposed to do with this? I'll give you the space that you want. And then they get mad at that. Something's off. Something's wrong there. Something's seriously wrong there. The Hierophant represents is that for them, you're off doing your own thing. And whatever your own thing is, however you're choosing to live your day to day, it's actually working. And they can't, I ain't gonna say they can't stand that, but I will say that they may not necessarily know or what exactly you're doing, but I will, because you didn't get the High Priestess, right? But I will say that they are wondering a lot about what you're doing. And then you have the Tower. Tower is, and they're also thinking about what happened with the relationship. But again, there's that problem of them not understanding that they disrespected you, Virgos. and they shouldn't have. So the thing is that the Four of Pentacles is that, so now they're steadily trying to figure out what exactly are they going to say and do to get you back, while at the same time you have the Three of Cups still getting people who are in and out of their life, but they're just that, in and out of their life. So no one is willing to even stay in their life for a long time and take them seriously, and they're not even willing to allow those people to stay in their lives for a long time. Because then you have the Devil card, which shows obsession. You Virgos are not bounded, but they are to what they used to have, and they don't understand that the relationship is not coming back. But they have this problem where they don't understand that. So the Fool now is, this is you, off, frolicking, free. They are in the underworld, so to speak, not physically, you know what I mean. They're in the underworld as far as they're in the clip off. Let me just tell it to you directly. They're in a clip off having a very difficult time. A very difficult time where they have to accept things about themselves, Virgo. And one of the things that they have to accept is they did what most people typically do. They underestimate Virgos. I don't know why. They disrespect you. And then when the Virgos leave, they come back, and they want to come back, or they do come back. And then now it's like, oh, well, I don't understand why, or what exactly is going on, because the person was lame, and that they should, like, they didn't. It's weird because they don't have a concept of how to respect people when it's just basic home training. Anyway, but the thing is that the Fool represents you, um, frolicking, free. You don't really have that baggage on you. And the Eight of Wands, because you know how to communicate, you know how to go about getting what you want. So the onus or the responsibility of how the relationship ended up being terrible or going terrible, it's not on you. It really isn't. Okay. Um, I don't really hear, like, I don't really have a lot of Virgos in the comment section who be like, who say things like, oh, you're being real disrespectful, because Virgos listen to what it is that I have to say, and they make the proper adjustments, right? I'm not, you know, blowing smoke up the Virgos, but I'm just keeping it 100. Like, look, Virgos are the ones that listen to what I have to say. And if anything was to pop up about Virgos needing some sort of adjustment, they know, me being a Virgo myself, I would tell them that. So let's clarify the Devil card. So you have the Lovers, okay, the King of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So the Lovers is, again, to clarify the Devil, but the Lovers is, remember how it is I said that the Lovers and the Devil card is actually linked together? It's just that one is more appealing than the other because one is a trap to get you to the other one that isn't appealing. Yeah, this Lovers card is nothing but a trap that got them here in the clip off, having this experience. Because the thing is that the Lovers is that they didn't love you correctly. Again, they showed disrespect. And it really is kind of peculiar to be combative towards people who really try to reward you and be with you and cherish you. It really is it really is quite combative to do that. It really is quite peculiar to watch, to see people go out of their way to repel and reject people who do stuff like that. I mean, it really is quite the odd thing to observe. And then you have the King of Swords, which is, they're still in denial about them being disrespectful. they're still in denial about it. Essentially, they still think that, you know, they're still coming from a correct position when, again, the King of Swords in this tarot deck, it popped up for a specific reason, because what it's saying is their mentality is still not correct, where they're able to perceive the world correctly. It's still messed up. And then the thing is that the Six of Wands is about how you need to, they're still, just keep doing what it is that you're doing, Virgos, live your life. But they're still it's getting worse as time goes by, because now it's the mentality of that, you know, it's the mentality of this person has to accept you for the way that they were, or accept, this person is thinking to themselves that you have to accept them for the way that they were and how they are. If they're caught up in dysfunction, you don't have to accept them for who for who they are, because they really don't have to be this messed up. They're choosing to be that, and they're trying to blame you for that. So I don't know what their plan was, but comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would like to get this channel to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.